Hi, I'm Jules Mitchell. Welcome to Dia.com. Today's teaching tip for you is Virabhadrasana 1 or Warrior 1. And I've got Linnea, Lori, and Hillary here, and they're each going to show you their version of Warrior 1 and how it looks in their body. And then you're going to look and see if you recognize any of their maybe challenges in your own body at home. And then I'm going to give them each a specific prop or modification so that they can get more out of the posture, so they can work harder to make changes faster. And then you can go ahead and try them at home and see which one works best for you. So I'm going to have you just go ahead and let's stand. Let's just turn to face the right. Yep. And just kind of stagger a little bit and come into Warrior 1, whichever leg you prefer. Good. Hillary, back up a little bit so that, yeah, perfect. Great. Okay. So what we have going on here with Hillary is her back heel won't ground. Okay? So come on up. Lori's just really struggling. She's got some low back stuff here. Yes? Maybe some SI stuff or just low back? Just low back. So she just doesn't like this pose at all. Come on out. And what's happening here is Linnea is actually turning her hip open quite a bit because she doesn't have a lot of hip extension here. So she's sort of pretending she has hip extension by just twisting open. And that's creating a lot of twist in the spine. So go ahead and come on up. I'll go ahead and start with you, Linnea, because you're there. I'm going to grab you a chair. So your version is going to be to have your front foot, do the same leg that you just did, your front foot on a chair. And I'm just putting the chair against a wall so it doesn't slip. So if you're doing this at home, please put your chair on a yoga mat against a wall. Good. So come forward a little bit more with that back leg. Excellent. And turn the toes in a little bit more and take your feet a little bit wider. There you go. Perfect. Yep. Nice. You might need to shorten the stance a little bit more because it's a little bit different with the chair. Nice. There you go. Good. Bend your leg. Arms come up. Oh, what a difference. How does this feel? Yeah, good. So it's actually hard, right? You have to push. The chair allows you to push into that front leg. And what happens is because we've tilted the entire posture somewhat, sort of in this angle, we've taken the demand off of this hip flexor so that she doesn't have to extend the hip as much, but you still feel a sensation of a stretch there, yes? Not as much? No, not as much? Okay. Can you push down into the chair and get more lift? Lift. There you go. She was just sinking into it a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Good job. And it kind of kept your spine from twisting. Great. Sure, take it with you. Who's next? Let's do Lori. So I'm going to have Lori also face the wall without a chair, and she's going to come into Warrior 1. And it's a very similar situation, right? The lack of hip extension ends up having her go into the lumbar, but she also has a little bit of a lack of lumbar extension there. So I'm just going to have her put her hands on the wall. Excellent. So she can lean forward. And then yes, exactly. I really want to have her pull her ribs in and come out of that anterior tilt, and then keep that and maybe walk the hands up a little bit more. And you can really hinge forward a bit more if you want. Yes, so there's all that length. Is that okay? And then do it one more time. Pull those front ribs in a bit. Yes, and then maybe walk up just a little bit more. And so she's really, earlier when we practiced this, she said it really put her in the back leg. So she was doing the whole pose right here. And now she can use the strength to get some lift, and she can use the wall to seek more lift and more traction. Good. Come on up. You're up. I need a blanket. You want to hand me one, Linnea? Thank you. So I'll just have you face, actually let's turn around and face your friends so that we can capture it in the back here. So Hillary's going to just do her Warrior 1. And once again, you'll see this heel doesn't come down. This requires quite a bit of dorsiflexion in the ankle, but it could also be something coming from the hip. It doesn't really matter to me what's causing it. A real simple fix is to just go ahead and lift your heel, to just wedge a little folded blanket or rolled up blanket underneath the heel bone, underneath the calcaneus. Good. Does that feel okay? And then she can really drive her heel into the ground so she can do the work, because it's a standing pose, and so your feet have to have contact. If your feet don't have contact, then you can't work with ground reaction forces in any way. Great. Go ahead and come on up. So go ahead and give those a try at home. See which one works best for you. Warrior 1 is often one of those postures that kind of give people a headache. So my goal is that you still enjoy the work of the pose, but that it's comfortable for you and that you are quite successful. Tell us which one you liked best. Just leave a comment down below, and I'd love to hear from you. Namaste.